Hello everyone, my name is Jarosław PAWLIK and I would like to present part of the research results published in the paper during the 38th IBIMA conference. The title of the article is Possibility to use knowledge about the contemporary consumer on the tourist services market, and the co-author is Małgorzata MIŚNIAKIEWICZ, PhD. I will start with the presentation of the purpose of the research. Then I will discuss the research method and research samples. Finally, I will present the research results. Let's start. In the era of the coronavirus, the expectations, preferences, and market behavior of modern consumers are changing. Safety and hygiene, the possibility of flexible change of dates, reading others' opinions, but also reaching to those forms of spending free time that guarantees social distance, relaxation, and the possibility of getting away from everyday life and are gaining in importance. As the internet has become the basic environment for the functioning of entire societies, a source of information about the world, available goods and services, the aim of the article is to characterize the contemporary consumer and moreover to identify and analyze the purchasing behavior of consumers interested in tourist services. It was assumed that the information defined in this way and the knowledge resulting from it is the basis for developing recommendations for entrepreneurs and service providers operating in the tourism and hotel services sector. Their goal is to increase the possibility of effective communication between bidders and buyers and personalizing the offer, which allows meeting consumers' expectations to a greater extent and therefore increase the degree of their satisfaction. The survey was carried out using the CAWE method with the use of the research panel Badanie opinii.pl. The information was provided to the respondents via an online authorial questionnaire. In the next step, the respondents filed in the online questionnaire on their own, and the system automatically verified the logical correctness of the answers and saved them on the server. Thanks to this method, it was possible to reach a large group of respondents and eliminate the so-called interviewer effect. In other words, the influence of the person conducting the survey on the respondents' statements, the respondents participating in the study were guaranteed full anonymity, which ensures their more reliable answers that can be difficult embarrassing, or sensitive. The study included a sample of 800 adult Poles participating of the opinion research online panel. This condition was necessary due to the selected sampling frame. The sample took into consideration a representative distribution by age and gender. The purposeful selection of the research sample was used. Now let's move on to the research results. How modern consumers spend their free time depends to a large degree on their values. This research shows that for the average Polish tourist, within the consumer group, the most valuable is the family, which significantly dominates compared to other aspects and constitutes 65.6% of indicators. The second place after family was taken equally placed by love and health, indicated by over 15% favor respondents. The research conducted on the group of consumers shows that most of them purchase holidays, trips, accommodations, or tickets for transport sometimes, 29.4%. The second most common answer was often, 20.3%, and the third was rarely, 19.6%. The least popular were the most extreme answers, never, 16.8%, and regularly, 15%. It can be said that the average Polish consumer balances the purchase of this type of service by choosing both the form of a stationary purchase and an online purchase. The conducted research has shown that Polish consumers are very inclined into saving. The vast majority of respondents, as much as 88.6% of the respondents, declare that they are frugal. 37.1% of these respondents put aside money for a rainy day. The second most frequently chosen answer was saving in order to buy a product or service that is more expensive and or of better quality, which can be assumed as saving money for expensive and exclusive holiday trips. When looking for an interesting offer, it is important to search online. The majority, 58.9% of consumers focused on searching results available on the first page or declare that they carefully browse the offer they are interested in on the available internet websites of given travel agencies or other tour operators. 11.3% of respondents check the offer using sponsored links, and only 5.5% of respondents show loyalty and always use the same offers ignoring search engine suggestions. The conducted research identifies the factors that determine the choice of a given store or internet platform, thought which the purchase is carried out. As it turns out, most important for the consumer is the product price. 75.4% of responses. Taking into account the next of the most frequently mentioned factors, which was shipping costs, 60.5%, and promotions in fourth place, 55%. We gain confirmations that for the consumer of tourist services or hospitality, it is very important to be able to save money when making a purchase. The average Polish consumer indicates the safe payment system as the most important convenience in an online store, 34.9%, which can be the most important factor influencing the choice of the place of purchase. The second most frequently indicated factor by the respondents was the possibility of assessing the product transaction after making the purchase, 25.6%. This shows how important is the opinion of other users for consumers, both about the store and the product, but besides that, the willingness to express their own opinions and experiences regarding the transaction. This conducted on research confirms that consumers search for opinions of other users of a given website, portal, or customers of a given hotel, which was declared by 36.8% of the respondents. Additionally, as many as 55.1% of them look for these opinions from various sources and compare them, trying to form their own opinion on a given topic and make the best decision in a given situation. There is a widespread belief that the e-commerce market is growing in strength of time and is slowly replacing traditional forms of purchase, even in the tourism industry. Research shows that of 59.4% of respondents that purchased tourist services within the last year, 3/4 of them choose the e-commerce market for this purpose. This shows the great essence of this market, as well as the positive impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the rapid popularization of forms of purchasing products and services online. And that's all for this speech. Details on the research can be found in our article, the title of which is the same as the title of my speech, possibility to use knowledge about the contemporary consumer on the tourist services market. Thank you for your attention.